Good evening and welcome to Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's Carthage men's soccer, and the opponent tonight is North Park. But even more than the opponent tonight, the importance is senior night. So, as you saw there in the pregame ceremony, 9 seniors here for Carthage that are graduating after this year. So, they'll certainly be missed, and they've made great contributions to this program. Just to list them off again: Roland Dearmorn, Jet Umanj, Vadi Pentinen, Christian Inestrosa, Mickey Riley, Michael Malazek, Aiden Crowder, Mark Sullenberger, and Nick Renfro. All 9 of those seniors have made great contributions to Carthage over their careers here, and we're certainly thankful for all that they've given us. One last time for them to be here on Art Keller Field, one more time to play here on their home pitch, and hopefully to give Carthage a win here tonight. The stakes are not as high as they would have liked. This season has not gone according to plan. Coach Leese and his team certainly would have liked to have a little bit better record and some postseason soccer coming into this night, but unfortunately that's not the case. The team has officially been eliminated from the CCIW tournament, but they will try here tonight to get a win in their final game for the seniors. They'll certainly be trying hard to do that. North Park, on the other hand, does have quite a bit at stake. They are currently the second seed in the CCIW tournament, and they'll certainly be looking out for other results tonight to see if they can, in fact, overtake Wheaton, who is currently the first seed. North Park would certainly like to have that number 1 seed going into the tournament. The first 2 seeds, of course, get a bye, so they'll be in pretty good shape no matter what happens here tonight, but they certainly would like to have that first seed. They are currently ranked number 9th nationally. The new poll just came out. The Division III United Soccer Coaches poll came out. North Park is ranked number 9th nationally, so a very strong opponent here for Carthage tonight. And they're coming in off the back of 5 wins in a row. They've had 5 straight wins, including their most recent win, which was a win at North Central. That was just earlier this week where they won 1-0. Carthage is also coming off a win, their win against Elmhurst here, 3-0 the other night on Saturday, or I should say during the day on Saturday. But before that, they had 5 losses coming in. We'll turn it over now to the PA announcer for the starting lineups. So there you have it, our starting lineups for tonight. On your screen, you see the Elmhurst Blue Jays starting lineup. As you can see, quite a few players that they have from Scandinavia. North Park has recruited a lot from Scandinavia, lots of players from Sweden and Norway both. And there's your Firebird lineup, a pretty similar lineup to what we've seen before. A few of the seniors getting starts that have not necessarily gotten starts earlier, but the coach is trying to give them some playing time in this, their final game here at Art Keller Field. You see here a little Ike Riley in the background. Mickey Riley, certainly one of the players to watch today, as he always has been during his whole career here at Carthage. As you may have heard during the senior night presentation, Riley is the all-time leading goal scorer for Carthage with 48, as well as the all-time leading point getter with 126. He's certainly going to be a legend of this program for many, many years to come. Other important contributors for Carthage that are going to be graduating next year include Aiden Crowder, who was last year's Offensive Player of the Year. He's second this year in the goal-scoring tally in the team with 7. Jet Umanj, who's only been here for a couple of years but has done a really amazing job here as well, is the third leading scorer for Carthage on 6. North Park has spread out their scoring. Interestingly, they have had a really strong year overall. They've had 32 goals on the season and only given up 9, so they've been a really effective offensive team and have not really given up a lot of goals. As in, just by contrast, Carthage has scored 26, so about 6 less goals, and Carthage has given up 27, so about 18 more. So they are pretty stingy at the back. That's certainly something to look for. Their leading scorer is Bastian Eikeland. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists on the season for 15 points. He is number 41, so he's certainly a player to watch out there for the North Park Vikings. My partner tonight, Jonah Wallgren, is in class for this last one, so hopefully he'll be done early here tonight and be able to join me at some point during this broadcast, but if not, I'll be handling things alone, so we'll hope to hear from Jonah a little bit later. Can certainly use his expertise to break down this one, and he usually covers kind of what's going on with the other team, but as I said, there's not a real standout player for that other team. They have spread out their goals amazingly consistently across the various players on the team. So Carthage now, after the kickoff, takes a little control here in midfield. Vedi Penttinen. Jet Umanj now going down the sideline. Nice play there to Aiden Crowder. Crowder dashes into the box and crosses it. It bounces and to the corner and goes out of bounds there. Not sure what the call will be. It'll be a Carthage throw in the corner, not a corner kick, so that'll be a throw. Carthage has a throw in here, deep in the corner, just inside of the flag, and it looks like they're going to take a long throw. Jet Umanj is going to take that. He throws it all the way into the box. It gets brought in. Michael Malazak was right in front there. He got a shot off, but it was blocked by the defender who was right in front of him. Malazak is playing kind of forward in a right wing position at this point. It looks like Vedi Penttinen is in a central striker role, and Aiden Crowder is out here on the left. Mickey Riley has dropped a little bit deeper. He's in central midfield, essentially playing right in the middle, although at this point fairly deep. I'm sure that'll change. He may move around a little bit. I know he's moved around a little bit to some different positions throughout the course of this season. Nice defensive play there. Mark Sullenberger gets a start in defense tonight. He's also wearing the captain's armband, so that's a nice honor for him. Mark is a senior from St. Charles, Illinois. This is his first start of the season, but he is also wearing that captain's armband, so a nice nod from his teammates and his coach. Dominic Gadolinsky is at the other center back position, and he goes long here, trying to find one of his teammates just at midfield. Riley goes up and gets to that ball. Penttinen gives chase, and now Crowder gives chase. But it does go all the way back. Ludwig Olmborg is the keeper for North Park. He's probably the best keeper in the division, at least in terms of save percentage in the CCIW. He's got the best. He hasn't faced as many shots as some of the other keepers, but he has saved a higher percentage than any other keeper. Riley now in the center circle with a nice ball through. Aiden Crowder, he's going to get onto that one. He's going to cut it in. Left foot, and it goes. Oh, the keeper gets a hand on it. Just able to keep it out, but some really effective play here for Carthage in the early part of this game. Going forward, they had the long throw into the box that gave them one opportunity, but that was a beautiful through ball there by Mickey Riley They take it quickly now here. Christian Strosa into the box. It comes back out. And long downfield. Even though Carthage doesn't have anything at stake in terms of the postseason, I know they'd really like to win this one. North Park being nationally ranked and highly seeded. As I mentioned, they are in conference play 5-1-1. They've only lost one game. In fact, they've only lost the one game all season. They're 12-1-4 on the season. Their only loss on the season came at Wheaton, and that was way back on October 5th. So they have been on quite a run here since that time. As I mentioned, the 5 straight wins in conference. Well, one of those was a non-conference game actually against the University of Chicago, but the other 4 all important conference games. Their most recent win was against North Central, but they also beat Carroll, Wesleyan, and Elmhurst in that run. They have it at the back now. As I mentioned, their roster is just stocked with international players from all over the world, mostly Scandinavia, although some players from other parts too. I saw Portugal as well as some other places. This one ball goes wide. Aiden Crowder again gets on that ball. Ooh, he's given an offside call there. Not sure about that one, but the referee has a better point of view, obviously, than we do up here. So that will be offside and will come all the way back for a free kick to North Park. And the Vikings' Teo Helm will line that one up. He's from Sweden, a junior. And he's playing at the back with Dennis Rine, who's Norwegian, a freshman from Norway. There's a foul, so that'll be a free kick to North Park here. So we'll see what they'll try to line up in terms of some kind of a set play. Referee walking off the wall there. Is at about the 25-yard line of the football field, so we'll say it's about 33 to 35 yards away from the goal at this point. We'll see if they'll put it into the mixer. They do. And there's a shot. Oh, very close there. They did get ahead on that ball. And that was Dennis Rinne who got ahead on that one. And almost connected for an early goal here. So Carthage survives that early attempt, and a good effort there in midfield by Riley. Seems like he's given a pretty free role here tonight. I know he played a little center back, and he's played right back, and he's played a central attacking midfielder, which is probably his most natural position. But tonight he's in basically a central midfield role, but he's kind of all over the place. He gets called for a foul there. He's certainly amped up tonight. This will be his last collegiate game. He is a fifth-year senior, I guess, or he's listed as a graduate student in the program, but he's actually, I think, a fifth-year senior. Here he comes on the ball now. Riley, nice step around. Almost gets to that ball. Almost had an opportunity there. But now it comes back with North Park. Bastian Eichelin goes over to the far side there. Comes centrally. And North Park will pull it all the way back out and try to reset here. They come all the way back. Helm gets it intercepted there. That's Pentinen. He finds Crowder. Crowder with a nice move and tries to go with the left foot. It didn't quite come off there, but that was a good effort. Nice play by Pentinen there to get in the way of that passing lane, get into that passing lane, intercept that ball. Find Crowder, who tried to use his left foot to get a shot on goal, but that one goes a little bit wide. But Carthage has had a few opportunities already here. They've been more on the front foot, I would say, here tonight than they have been so far in recent games. They seem to have a little bit of a extra motivation here tonight, which is certainly understandable given the pre-game ceremonies as well as the situation, the circumstances of this game being the last game for a lot of these players. I'm sure they're going to want to give their 125% so that they can say they left it all out on the field here. I'm sure many of them will continue to play, whether that's professionally or recreationally, but this will be the last time that they'll don those Firebird uniforms. This ball goes deep into the corner, and the result of that is a corner kick, it looks like. So that'll be a corner for North Park, their first corner of the evening. And they're lining that up, trying to get a few players into the box. They do have quite a few players in the box now. They've got 6 players kind of right on the edge of the 6-yard box. 1 player close to the corner taker in the corner. That is Hugo Nieborg. There's a header back, and that ball goes in. An early goal here for North Park. And I believe that was number 25, Dennis Rinning. So Dennis Rinning scores here early on for North Park to give them an early advantage just about 10 minutes into the game. For Rinning, that's his 4th goal of the season, to go along with 3 assists. So he's certainly one of the leading, most dangerous players. Even though he is a defender, he has 4 goals on the season, which is a pretty good return, especially for a defender in this league. So Carthage finds themselves in a 1-0 hole here. They'll try to dig themselves out. That was just a header at the far post that had a nice little angle on it, and he was able to get that into the goal on the near side. So here comes North Park now with a throw-in. That's Rena, the goal scorer there, and he takes it all the way back. Good block there by Penton. Carthage putting some good pressure on that North Park defense here early in this one. Nick Renfro goes forward on that one. It comes all the way back again. A little bit of catch there between the two teams. Christian Inostroza now finds Aiden Crowder, who turns his defender. Comes back to Inostroza, though. He picks it up along the sideline and goes over the top, trying to find Mickey Riley. Couldn't quite get the bounce on it. And it comes up and back. Mark Sullenberger with a nice header. And that'll be a Carthage throw. Jet Umanj with a nice play to kind of shade it out of bounds, or shepherd it out of bounds, I should say. And so now Christian Inostroza, one of our seniors tonight, will take this free, not a free throw, just a throw in. There's a ball across by Umanj, all the way across to Roland Dearborn, another one of the seniors, so that was senior to senior there. A lot of seniors on there right now. Here you see the replay. There's the header. You can see it just had an arc on it and just hit off the post and maybe even came off of the defender there in the last instance. Not sure if it would have gone in off the post or if it would have come back out if it were not the defender standing there, but it was a nice header in any case. Nicely weighted and nicely placed. Jet Umanj now. Some nice interplay on this near side, but it does end up back at North Park's feet. Good play by Sullenberger. He's looked good here early. As I mentioned, he doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's certainly looking good tonight. Melisek now coming through the center of the pitch. Jet Umanj picks it up from Crowder, tries to go back to Crowder. And there's a nice sliding defensive play by Love Brandt. So that'll be a corner for Carthage. Jet Umanj is striding over there to take it. Trying to figure out if it's all seniors. I think the one player out there that's not a senior is Dominic Gadolinsky. He's the sophomore, and he's in central defense. Other than that, we have All nine seniors on there. Oh, nice ball into the center. Aiden Crowder got up for it, got the head on it, but just couldn't quite get over it enough to get it down on goal. I guess Evan Kowalski, the goalkeeper, is also not a senior. He's a junior, but those two players at the back are the only underclassmen out there for this early part of the game. We'll see how long Coach Lease decides to go with his seniors, although many of them play a lot of minutes on a regular basis, so it's not unusual to see this kind of lineup. That'll be a Carthage throw. Some good work over there on the far side. Roland Dearborn is lining up a throw. Right at midfield, he finds Vedi Pittinen. And that one now will be a throw to North Park, so a change of possession on that far side. And now they got the throw in right at midfield. They'll throw it in. Riley picks it up, though, and tries to head up the other direction. It is turned there. That's Bastian Eichland. I mentioned the leading scorer so far for them. But now a shot from distance. Ooh, and that ball sneaked past the keeper. That was Vidar Riedel. A pretty good shot from distance, and Evan Kowalski, the keeper, couldn't quite handle it. It went underneath him, but luckily just wide of that far post. So they'll line up another corner. As we saw in that first instance, they did score on an earlier corner, so they're certainly dangerous from these kinds of set plays. So you can see that's number 6, Vidar Riedel, out there. He lofts one in, but it is headed out effectively. I think that was Pentinen. Now he gets on the ball. Finds Crowder, who's in a full steam run. Carrying that ball, it's bouncing around a little bit on him, but he is still able to get past his defender. He checks into the center to Umanj, and a shot! Oh, beautiful shot by Jet Umanj, but another good save. Ludwig Almborg has made a couple of good saves already here tonight to keep his team in the lead. Almborg got down very well on that one. Umanj with a good shot, low and hard. But now North Park is countering, coming back the other way. Oh, good play by Dearborn, though. He came across and helped defensively, and he was tackled a little bit there, but no action beyond just the foul. It is pretty early in this one, I guess, for the referee to start pulling out cards. So we played 15 minutes here. Their score is 1-0. North Park has the advantage so far. Senior night here in Kenosha. Another beautiful night for soccer. It's about 75 degrees at kickoff time, which is amazing for this time of year. We're certainly lucky we got through this whole soccer season with hardly any cold weather. That's really quite a shocker. That's very, very unusual for this part of the country, and being this close to Lake Michigan, we usually have quite a few chilly evenings here at Art Keller Field, but so far this year it's been beautiful, and we'll certainly take that. Love Brandt has it now. He goes centrally. There goes Shabbat. He tries to go through. Comes all the way back to Kowalski, though. He tries to go out to the right there. It goes out of bounds. It's a pretty physical game here tonight. There's been quite a few, I won't say altercations, but there's been quite a few instances of players running into each other, going down. So we'll see as this one continues to develop. I suppose it depends some on the game state in terms of how chippy this one might get, but I think that could be a potential issue. We've seen quite a physical game so far. Riley playing very aggressively there in midfield, gets it back. Comes through the center. There's Riley. He tries to go long to Crowder, but it's a little bit too long. And so that one goes out of bounds. It will be a throw in. Rinnie is coming over to take that. North Park has that ball at the back now. But Carthage recovers. Nick Renfro to Riley. Renfro, another one of the seniors tonight. He's the regular captain of the team, but he's given that honor away tonight. Or at least one of the co-captains. North Park at the back. Ludwig Almborg, we mentioned, is a freshman. He's from Anderstorp, Sweden. 6'3". Big player. North Park with a little danger here. Carthage is able to knock that one away. That was Jostein Blindheim, who almost was able to get through there. Now there'll be a substitution, our first one of the game. And it looks like Alexander Gam will be going off. And replacing him will be number 8, Christian Volland. Believe. There is Volland with a really nice touch for his first touch. It hasn't listed as a defender, but he is playing up front. Volland is from Stavanger, Norway. I've got family in Stavanger, actually. Been there once. Beautiful part of the world. And here comes North Park into the zone. That was Riedel. Comes back down to Cirillo. He has a nice ball across field there, trying to find his teammate. That's Bastian Eikeland. He does track it down over there, trying to find a cross. And there was an offside on that play. So, Carthage will have a free kick here in their own end, deep in their own end. And we played 20 minutes here at Art Keller Field. Only one goal so far to North Park. The goal scorer again was Dennis Rinne. Assist by Hugo Nieborg. And that goal was at the 9:18 mark. The referee not happy with where that free kick was being taken, so he has them move it a little bit back here. Oh, and I guess he's happy with it now, so they'll go continue on play. Dominic Gadolinsky goes downfield. It's a strong header all the way back, though. Volland picks it up there. And he holds on to Riley in midfield. You know what? That's not Volland. I apologize. That's Michael Dvorak. That makes more sense. He's listed as a forward, so I apologize for that. Michael Dvorak, that is. He's a junior from Crystal Lake, Illinois. One of the few non-Scandinavian players on the team. Jet Umand with a nice play here. Aiden Crowder, oh, and another save. A beautiful shot by Crowder low into that corner, but Ludwig Almborg again put out his right foot just at the post and was able to parry that one away. Boy, another really good shot. I can't believe Carthage has had so many good opportunities and still no goal. They've had 6 shots, 3 of them on goal. This will be another corner for Carthage. Jet Umand is going to take it into the center, and it's headed away. So Carthage with a few really good opportunities already here tonight, but just not able to convert. Almborg, the keeper for North Park, has really shined here in the first half. He's really the difference between these two teams here tonight so far. Almborg, as I mentioned, is really one of the top players in the division. He's only given up 9 goals. He's played almost 1,500 minutes for them, so his goals against average is the lowest in the conference for the freshman Ludwig Almborg. So he'll be around for a few more years here, probably terrorizing us, making saves and keeping us out of that net. He's been the player of the game so far, I would say, for North Park, even though they do have that goal. Carthage has had some good opportunities, but just not able to convert, mostly by no fault of their own. Those last couple of shots, for example, the one by Umanj and the one by Crowder, both really good shots, good attempts. But Olmborg has been up to the task so far. Gadlinski now has it in defense. Penttinen tries to play a little touch through there, but isn't able to do that. And Olmborg now has it, and he'll boot it downfield. Dvorak gives chase. Gadlinski goes back to Kowalski. And Kowalski tries to find Jet Umanj here. Jet plays it nicely on the bounce. And he's fouled. Love Brandt there with the foul. And Christian Inestrosa lines up this free kick here. He's about 10 yards inside of Carthage territory. He goes short to Mickey Riley. Sullenberger back to Inestrosa. Back to Inestrosa again. Really nice play there. Beatty Penttinen. Aiden Crowder tries to get on the end of it. Comes across Michael Melizek with a nice play. He goes centrally to Renfro. Renfro makes a nice little turn there. He finds Crowder. Crowder takes it off to the left again. Crosses it. Oh, but it's stopped there. Nicely done by the North Park defense. And they come with a little counterattack here. Carthage's going to have to hustle to get back on this one. There's Dvorak. But Jet Umanj with some good back checking, as we call it in hockey anyway. Some good defensive work from the forwards. So that ball sneaks through there, and it looks like both teams are looking to make a substitution here soon, get some fresh legs on. We played 25 minutes here. Carthage and Coach Lease is pretty much stuck with that all-senior lineup, with the exception of Gadlinski and Kowalski. They performed well here. They've got good energy. They've had several good opportunities here tonight already. So Coach Lease has to be happy with what he sees so far on the pitch, but he's going to try to see if he can get some fresh legs on there, and maybe they can do something in terms of getting the ball forward. Here's a nice ball in. There's Love Brandt centrally. Oh, and there was an offside there. Good thing, because that was a dangerous ball into the middle. Michael Dvorak was coming onto that ball. And the centering pass from Love Brandt was a good one, but he was offside before he received it, so that'll be a free kick to Carthage off that offside. Evan Kowalski going to take it. It looks like he's going to go long downfield on this one. He does. Riley picks it up in midfield. Vida Riedel now. He gets fouled. 3 Carthage players there. He was basically triple teamed. And now North Park will move their big players forward. They do have some large players in defense, especially. Theo Helms, a 6-footer. Bastian Eikeland is 6'2". Jostein Blindheim is a 6-footer. There goes the ball into the center. It bounces up. Ooh, Evan Kowalski. It took a really high bounce there, and Kowalski had to really fight it off just in order to keep that ball out of the goal. And here come those substitutions that I mentioned. Looks like Beatty Penttinen is going to go off. Jordan Mock has come on. There you see, for North Park, Vida Riedel goes off. Thomas Roning will come on. See the second substitution. There you go. Beatty Penttinen, Jordan Mock coming on for him. I believe there was one other Carthage substitution there. Try to get that for you when we have it. There's a corner by North Park, but that one goes over the end line and harmlessly out of bounds. Christian Vivar was the other player that came in. Vivar will play in defense, so he comes in as a center back. So Vivar and Sullenberger now are in those two center back positions. Jordan Mock comes in midfield, so a little bit of a freshening up of some players. Christian Vivar is a sophomore. He played in defense here on Saturday as well. Jordan Mock is a freshman, so again, some younger players now seeing the field. Mock is a freshman from Palatine, Illinois. And Thomas Bruning comes on. He's from Bergen, Norway, another place where I have family over there. The Norwegians are well represented, as I mentioned, as are the Swedes. But even more Norwegians, I think, this year than I've seen in the past. North Park really knows how to recruit in Scandinavia. They've got some great players that have come over to play for them here. And their performance in the CCIW this year is really, really strong. And just overall this year, very, very strong. As I mentioned, they are 12-1-4. Only the one loss this season, which is really an impressive run. That loss was a 1-0 loss to Wheaton at Wheaton at the beginning of this last month. Far side now, Christian Distrosa clears it there ahead of his marker. I think that's Jostein Blindheim who takes the corner, or not the corner, sorry, the throw in quickly. There's a ball into the center. Kowalski, though, judges it well. Picks it up, runs it out, looking for an outlet, but not finding one, so he'll bring it back, roll it across to Dominik Gadolinsky. Michael Malazek, who's had a nice little, is a nice half here, good half up front. He's been active, had at least one opportunity. The teams are even in terms of shots. Both teams, at least statistically, on the big scoreboard have 6 shots apiece. North Park has 4 on goal, Carthage with 3 on goal. That ball goes out of bounds to North Park. So we're under 15 minutes. We're in the last third of the first half. Our score 1-0. So Carthage gave up an early goal, but they've been able to maintain that score so far here through this first half. Little indecision there by the referees if that was going to be a corner kick or a goal kick, but they've decided after a little bit of discussion amongst themselves that that will be a goal kick. So Carthage will roll that out. We've got 2 balls on the pitch at the moment, although there's one just sneaking around the goal. Carthage not able to clear it, though. Sullenberger now goes long downfield. He comes right back, though. Bounces dangerously there. But a good play by Christian Vivar. Kind of shield a defender off there. Although Michael Dvorak has been very active since he came in that striker position. He's been really lurking around the goal since he came in. Christian Distrosa has it on the far side. He does not advance it, so North Park now has it again. But it's cleared. Mickey Riley in midfield. It's taken off of him. And they'll go all the way back to Teo Helm to reset it. And again. They've got real good structure, good passing. And just as I say that, they get one intercepted. Nick Renfro with a nice read. Carthage has not had much going forward here in just the last few minutes. It's sort of slowed down a little bit. They had a couple of good opportunities in the first half of the first half. But as of this moment, North Park has kind of had a little bit of the balance of play for the last 15 minutes or so. So it has maybe shifted slightly in terms of momentum. Here come the Vikings again. But they pull it back. That's Nieborg. Malasek with a nice pass to find Riley in full stride. Aiden Crowder's out on this left-hand side. He'll take it. Trying to get past his defender, but some nice defensive work there by Rinnie, the goal scorer. And he stopped Aiden Crowder right in his tracks that time. Jordan Mock there applying some pressure, but a little too much pressure, so that'll be a foul. And a free kick to North Park. The Vikings will take that free kick just about 8 yards inside their own half. And centrally, they've got a bunch of players lined up on the edge of the 18-yard box. They loft it in there. Evan Kowalski comes out and catches it at about chest level. I thought maybe he had taken the wind out of him there. He kind of bent over after he caught it, but he looks like he's okay. There's a ball forward, trying to find Malazek. Malazek trying to hold it up and find a runner. That ball goes out of bounds right in front of the Carthage bench. Carthage applauding the effort there. Their teammates certainly into it, trying to applaud and cheer on their teammates to a win here in the final game of the season. Carthage, of course, got to the final of the CCIW tournament last year. Fought their way all the way to the final and ended up losing out to Illinois Wesleyan in a real tough one. But they had high hopes coming in. I think they were ranked 3rd in the preseason poll. But just not quite able to live up to those expectations. This season just had some bad breaks, I think. A couple of balls that bounced the wrong way, a couple of leads that they couldn't hold on to. And they find themselves on the outside looking in for the CCIW tournament. But they want to try to end tonight with a good win. Be nice to go out on a victory for those 9 seniors that we mentioned before the game. Most of them still in here tonight, getting a good run here in the first half and performing admirably. North Park is a tough team. As we mentioned, they are nationally ranked number 9 overall in Division III, so they're very well thought of. And as I mentioned, they're also on a 5-game winning streak, so they're in great form as well. Riley picks that up and gets it out to Malasek right at midfield. He goes back. Gadolinsky coming across now to Sullenberger. To Umanch here on the left on the near sideline. Plays it to Crowder, to Renfro. Those 3 have combined so many times over the years here to such great effect. Trying not to get too nostalgic here. It is just the first half, but I'm going to hate to see these guys go, that's for sure. They've been a lot of fun to watch. Christian Nestrosa with a nice play across, not quite finding Riley. There's a foul there on Riley. He's been determined tonight. You can see it in his face and his actions. He's trying to really give it his all here tonight. His final home game as a Firebird for our all-time leading scorer, Mickey Riley. There's a ball in from deep. Evan Kowalski has to back up all the way almost to his goal line, but he is able to catch it in the breadbasket there and knock it out to Christian Bivar now. Bivar finds Riley. Goes back to Gadolinsky. Jordan Mock now. Trying to go forward to Aiden Crowder, who's found himself now on the right-hand side. It comes all the way back, though, to Ludwig Almborg. Boy, he gets those kicks upfield. It just looks like no effort at all. I'm really impressed with Almborg, this North Park keeper. He's been impressive here so far tonight. Evan Kowalski picks it up for Carthage. He's the junior goalkeeper from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Worked with Coach Lease before he came to Carthage and followed Coach Lease up here to be his goalkeeper and has done an excellent job for Carthage this season. He's really played very well throughout the season. Jet Umange now. Nick Renfro finds Umange. Riley picks up the leftovers. Goes streaming across the field. Tries to knock it out to Malazek, but he's just got too much on it there. Just a little bit over-amped up. And that comes all the way back to Kowalski. So he'll pick that ball up, roll it out here, and they'll try to play it out from the back. Vivar goes upfield to Riley. Riley has a defender on his back, but he does turn him. I think there might have been a foul there, but yeah, it was a late call from the referee, but he does eventually call that foul. Riley ended up on his backside there. Not a fair play. Jet Umange plays it quickly. Carthage would love to get something going here. There's about 5 minutes left here in the half. Trying to find something going forward. They have had a few shots here. They've had 3 shots on goal. A couple of them were really, really good shots, but not able to get anything over that goal line yet. Christian Vivar. It's headed out of bounds there. That's number 41. No, that's 47. I apologize. That's Ben-Hur Kedani. Who has come in as a substitute. Number 47, another Swede. Now North Park comes up through the middle of midfield. Kedani making a run down that left-hand side. Can he get to that one? Not quite. Got some wheels, though, definitely. Kedani does. But he's not able to catch up to that one, so it'll come all the way to Kowalski, who's lining up a goal kick here with about 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Some good pressure here by North Park, not letting Carthage out of their own end. They have been a little frustrated going forward here. At least in the latter stage of this first half, it's been a little tough for them to get anything going offensively. North Park is real tough at the back and has good pressure at the front too, so it makes it challenging all around. Nick Renfro now. The nice ball out here. Dennis Valle, who's come in. Valle comes across the field, but it's lost there. North Park will try to come back with a counter. Misplaced pass. Vivar goes wide to Gadolinsky. And that one bounces a little bit too high for Carthage to handle it, so it'll be a throw in. That's Leon Ottensen. Is a freshman from Norway. I wonder if we have any viewers from Scandinavia. It's the middle of the night there, of course, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll watch this tomorrow. And Carthage with an opportunity here at the end of the half. That ball bounces up. It's played out, but not clear out. Jordan Mock to Umanj to Riley, and there's a foul there. Carthage was hoping they would play some kind of advantage there maybe. The referee takes his card out of his pocket, but I'm not sure if he's going to show it or not, and he does. So there's a foul, and that is on number 30. The yellow card on Angel Arismendiz. Angel Arismendiz with a yellow card. Angel is a junior from Chicago. And he gets a yellow card with just a couple of minutes here, 2 minutes and change left here in the first half. Riley and Valle over the ball here. Looks like Valle might play it one direction or another, and Riley may pick it up there. He does. He shoots from distance. It goes off of the North Park player, so that'll be a corner kick for Carthage. Maybe they can get something here in this last 2 minutes. This is just their third corner of the half. North Park also with 3 corners. It's like Christian Inestrosa is out there to take it with a left foot. It'll be an in-swinger. Nice ball in. Comes back to Gadolinsky from distance, but it's blocked there. Riley now has it at the edge of the box. He gets a shot off, and it's blocked, and a foul is called. So just after over a minute to play here, Carthage had an opportunity there possibly to get an equalizer, but nothing so far. So we're at the 1 minute mark. North Park now with the ball here in the last minute, knocking it around, trying to find a way into this final third. There's a ball in, but it is knocked out by Penttinen. Comes back. Nick Renfro now goes long. And a foul here. Some kind of a little bit of an altercation here. Not sure exactly what happened. Didn't see it. It was behind the play. So the two teams will be arguing about this until the end of the half. See here, it looks like the two teams both surrounding the referee here. Not sure if he's going to put any extra time on the clock or anything. He's going to talk to these two players, and it looked like that will be halftime. Not sure exactly what happened there at the end of the half, but the referee talking to the two players. So we are at halftime here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. Our score at halftime is North Park 1 and Carthage 0. We will be back after this halftime break.
Being a student athlete at Carthage, you get the best of both worlds, honestly. You get to learn, grow in the classroom, and then also be a part of the sport that you've fallen in love with since you've been playing it. You get the one-on-one support from the teachers, and then you get the help from your teammates as well.
The athletics teams here at Carthage, they're like really good. Some of the achievements that we had during this past year, the volleyball team won the national championship 2 times in a row, like 2 years in a row. So it was incredible to see it because we are like a unit. So it's really nice like to have everyone together and cheering for just one thing.
So the athletic facilities at Carthage, they're new and improving each and every year. We have the baseball, softball, and football field that all of our athletes compete on. There is the Tark, which houses the baseball weight room. There's the actual gymnasium itself, so Tarbell Arena for men's, women's basketball, volleyball. And then obviously the swimming pool that is also in the Tark, and upstairs there's the field house. We've added the Nest, which is a recovery room for all of our student athletes. There's massage guns, there's granola bars, there's other food items. So we have a lot of nice things in that room that you can sign up, take it, and it's completely for free. There's so many great opportunities. The athletic staff's super kind, your coaches care about you. There's just so much that goes into being a student athlete that it's an experience I would not take back.
The Aspire program is part of the Aspire Center, and the Aspire Center is our 4-year career and professional development program here at Carthage College. The Aspire program is really different and unique from other colleges and universities' career programs because instead of what the typical experiences of senior year trying to go get a job or an experience after college, we want students to build their experiences starting from day one. So whether that means going and finding an alumni panel that they're going to learn from an alumni about the career industry that they're excited about, or if it means getting an internship or a research experience that's going to build their portfolio, we want the students to develop and learn who they are so they can really leave Carthage with a very good sense of purpose and understanding before they actually leave the college. Every student that comes to Carthage has their own individual career specialist. This is a person who specializes in the industry field that they're going into. For example, we have a career specialist for our arts, communication, and culture students. This is a person who's been working as a graphic designer for the past 20 years, and she's responsible for helping those students get opportunities and experiences along the way.
I landed my first internship as a freshman at Deloitte, which is #1 of the Big 4 accounting firms in the world. Through the Aspire program, I was able to develop skills that helped me in interviews as well as networking with other professionals.
My favorite part of the sports management program so far has just been they're getting us in front of these people who actually work in the professions already.
This is a very project-based program, a very experiential learning-based program where students have a lot of opportunities to engage not only in the classroom but also outside of the classroom.
First semester we met with people from the Wild marketing department who evaluated and scored one of our final projects. In one of our media and relations classes, we were dealing with the Milwaukee Bucks. One of the classes we're in this semester, we're going to do something with the Chicago Bulls.
The end of the capstone is we're going to Barcelona, and it'll be, real world application. We're going, and it's a real company that we are consulting for. The goal is to help them be the best business in the sports world that they can be. And I think there's kind of nothing like it, right? It's really difficult to find something like that.
The experiential learning, it gives you that real life experience where you get put into situations that you might have to face in your career. It definitely gets the creative juices flowing, and it motivates you as a student and pushes you to be the very best.
The teaching philosophy of the sports management here at Carthage is that we really want students to think about sport not only from the traditional sense of sport management and sports business, but also think about what is next in sport. So that's where we really incorporate the ideas of innovation and creativity.
I think the program helps with my creativity and innovation just by challenging myself constantly, not only with getting different perspectives from classmates and professors, but also just challenging what your norm is and thinking not only outside of the box, but completely breaking and shattering that box.
We have so many professional connections for many organizations such as the Minnesota Wild, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Admirals, Chicago Wolves, amongst others. These are very special real-world connections and relationships that we have that allow students to network and connect with different professionals, different executives, and different organizations in sport.
I really couldn't avoid the pull of just who this program is able to put you in front of. You're very consistently interacting with and working with members of the Wild. You very seldom get that close to a professional team of that status. You know, you really can't beat that in forms of connections.
I'm with the Minnesota Wild as a revenue marketing intern. One of the professors in the master's program got me connected to the Minnesota Wild. I went through the interview process and he held me through the whole process to kind of get to where I'm at right now.
What makes this program so special is the fact that it comes with a lot of connections, a lot of resources, a lot of experiences. You'll be glad that you were a part of it because the experiences that you have will motivate you from a whole new perspective.
It's like affordable, it's a 10-month program. You are traveling internationally, you are traveling regularly, locally, and so you're just kind of like floored that it's that solid.
And welcome back from halftime. We're just about to start the second half here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha. This is Carthage men's Firebird soccer. Tonight's opponent in town is the North Park Vikings. The Vikings having a great season so far. They are number 9 ranked nationally, and they had a good first half to go along with their good season so far that they've had all year long. In that first half, they were the only goal scorer, and they're ahead 1-0 at halftime. The scorer was Dennis Rinney, and the time of that goal was 9:18. There you see the score on the field, and as the two teams get ready to take the field here, the statistical battle was pretty even as well in terms of overall possession. The amount of possession for each team was actually exactly equal. Both teams had 50% of the possession. Carthage actually had a few more total shots, 9-6, although North Park had 4 shots on goal to Carthage's 3. Some really nice saves, though, that were made in that first half by Ludwig Almborg, the keeper for North Park. Really made the difference, I would say. Carthage had some really good opportunities to try to get a goal, but they could not put one past Almborg. So they'll see if they can get one here. They're going to have to get at least one to get a point here tonight. They would love to get at least 1 goal, possibly 2, here on senior night in Kenosha. As we mentioned, there are 9 seniors that are playing their final game here tonight. Roland Dearborn, Jet Umanj, Vedi Pentinen, Christian Inestrosa, Mickey Riley, Michael Malasek, Aiden Crowder, Mark Sullenberger, and Nick Renfro. So all 9 of those seniors started the first half, and we'll see. It looks like some of them at least are out here to start the second half as well, although some of the substitutes I see already on the field, so it won't be a fully senior lineup we had in the first half, but the seniors certainly played very well in that first half to keep Carthage in it. As I mentioned, if it weren't for a couple of saves from Almborg, this certainly could be a different story here at halftime. So the final half for some of these seniors, some of the legendary Carthage players, record-breaking goal scorer Mickey Riley, all-time leading scorer Aiden Crowder, the record holder for most goals in a season, going all the way back to the 1990s. So some real talented players here. Nick Renfro as well, the captain, also playing his final game here. We'll certainly miss these players when they go. But we've got another half of football here to play, so we won't get too sentimental yet, at least. And we'll try to keep you apprised of the situation here as Carthage tries to get a win in their final game of this 2024 season. Trying to pick up some results from the rest of the conference. So far, Illinois and Wesleyan and Milliken are tied 1-1 at the half. Wheaton and North Central. North Central is actually leading Wheaton 1-0. So that means if things were to hold the way that they are currently, North Park, with a victory tonight, would overtake Wheaton for the conference regular season championship. So that is on the line tonight. North Central, as I mentioned, leading Wheaton 1-0. If Wheaton wins, they'd be the regular season conference champs. If North Park wins and Wheaton loses, then they will be this year's conference champions. So that certainly is up in the air. And we'll keep an eye on that tonight as well and try to keep you apprised of the situation there, of the other game that will have an impact on the final CCIW standings. So this is the final night of play for CCIW men's soccer. And early here in the half, Carthage will have a corner kick. Jet Umanj will come and take that on the near corner. Carthage had 3 corners in the first half, so this will be their 4th. Umanj plays short to Mock, and takes it around his defender. Nice ball into the center. Riley was waiting there, just didn't quite make it all the way to him. That ball goes up and lands on the roof of the net. So that will be a Carthage corner kick. Same thing, Umanj on this near side. Umanj takes a couple of steps back. Mock comes in again, but this time he decides to lump one into the box. It's headed out there by Rinnie. There was a little bit of contact there, but no foul, according to the referee who was on the spot. North Park trying to find a way now through the midfield, and there's a foul there. Number 36, Alexander Gom, has come back into the game, and he was fouled there by the freshman Jordan Mock. So Jordan Mock, who was a first half substitute, has come out again. Dennis Valle, who also came on in that first half, is also still out there. So basically, Coach Lease going with the team that ended the first half to start the second half. And we'll see what he does in terms of personnel as we go on through the course of the second half. Ball's up high. Christian Vivar, who I mentioned in the first half, came on as a sub at the back, is on again. Mickey Riley now picks it up. Riley trying to go infield, trying to find a way through. It's blocked out, though. That was number 7, Love Brandt, who made the block there. And now Riley will take a corner, so 3 quick corners in succession here for Carthage. Let's see if they can put something together here. There's a high ball from Riley in. It just goes over everybody, though. Riley frustrated there on the far side. You can tell by that one. Maybe got it picked up by the wind a little bit. There is quite a little breeze here. If you look at the flags on the far side, they are blowing pretty stiffly from left to right, or from the south. That's part of the reason I suppose it's so warm here tonight. So there is a bit of a breeze there, and that might have picked up that Riley cross and carried it sailing over players in the box. Michael Malasek, though, now coming down this right-hand side. Nice ball in, but that's effectively defended there by Deo Helm. Helm is a real rock there at the back. He's kind of the sweeper, in a sense, basically in the middle of that defense. Jordan Mock now, trying to check his run. He does, goes to Valle. Now ball in. And all the way back out, Dominic Gadolinsky finds Umanj. Sullenberger goes wide side. And now Mock. He's pushed there. There's a foul. So that'll be a free kick to Carthage right on the edge of the box. At the end of that first half, there was a little bit of a altercation of some kind there, but there were no cards awarded or anything. It was just basically the referee had to sort it out. But I don't believe there were any cards awarded. At least there's none in the official record. And now Carthage has a free kick in a dangerous position here. About 23 yards out. Riley with a shot. Hard against the wall. Comes all the way back out. It's picked up, though, there by North Park. That's Gom. Nice play by Nick Renfro coming back to sweep that up. Renfro is such an important part of that midfield. He's like the Energizer Bunny in there. He's always moving, always either moving forward or coming back. Really important part of that midfield. Dennis Valle trying to get on that ball, but it goes out of bounds far side, and that'll be a throw forward North Park. Ball out of bounds. That'll be a Carthage throw. So So Carthage will have another free kick. This time a little bit further back. Referee showing them where they can place it. Might as well take full advantage of that. Riley and Valle over there. Carthage puts a bunch of players on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it looks like maybe Riley's going to try to put something into the box. See if they can get a little traffic in front and possibly get some kind of an opportunity here. Riley goes across to Gadalinski instead. That looks like something off the training ground into the corner. Jet Umanj picks it up, and that'll be a corner kick. So nicely done by Umanj to try to cut it in. Although he didn't do it, he did win himself and his team another corner kick. So this already the fourth corner of this half for Carthage. Umanj. Inestrosa tries a shot from distance, but that one sails wide. So Carthage tried to play a little short ball there and tried to play it from that position and get a shot on goal. They're trying a few different things here with the corners. Some are going a little bit shorter. And this will be a goal kick. Ludwig Olmborg lining that up. There's a ball forward by North Park, but cut out by Gadalinski. He comes back in, and Carthage kind of playing three at the back here, I think, basically, is what they've got going on. Seems like they got three center backs in there. Gadalinski on the right, Sullenberger in the middle, and Vivar over on the left-hand side. So a slightly different formation than we've seen. Maybe Coach Lee's trying something a little bit different here. Maybe he's seen something that leads him to believe this would be a better formation to try to get past this North Park defense. North Park's got a lot of individual skill, though, so it's hard, certainly, for Carthage to get those opportunities. They have had a few of them, though. Just not able to capitalize quite yet on anything. So we played the first 10 minutes here of the second half. Carthage has been on the front foot. They've had 4 corner kicks and a couple of free kicks to boot, but they have not yet had a shot on goal here. There's a poor free kick, but Carthage, maybe they can turn something around here and counter. Valle goes all the way across. Umanj trying to catch up to that. He does. Cuts it back nicely. Chips it across. Valle is there. He's not able to control it, and he ends up cutting it back. And that will be North Park ball. Booted out from the back. Nice play by Sullenberger. He's been solid back there at the back. There's the ball forward, but that one goes out of bounds, so Gadalinski will throw that ball in. Jet Umanj will take that throw. Umanj takes it. Upfield, there's a little bit of contact there. Malazek battling for it there in the corner. No foul called. That'll be a throw. Quite a bit of contact there, but no play. I'm joined now by Jonah Wallgren. Jonah, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
There's a foul, looks like. No foul called.
Wow. Hand out. All right.
There's quite a bit of contact there.
Sat down at the perfect time. Here we go.
Yeah, it's just getting real, man.
Yeah, it's been quite the game so far.
Yeah, were you able to follow it a little
Yeah,
bit?
I was watching it incognito in class.
Okay, good.
I was being a good student, but I was also keeping sure I could stay in touch here too.
Good. That's good. Yeah, it's been a pretty even game, I'd say.
Carthage definitely had their chances in the first half. I thought
They did.
several Aiden Crowder chances that just he couldn't finish, and so
Yeah.
it's definitely if they don't score in the later of the game, I think you can look back at that. But
Yeah, their keeper,
yeah, he made a great save on one
Man.
of those.
he's made a couple of them that have been really strong. As I was saying at halftime, I think he's really been the difference.
No, yeah, he's a freshman too. That's something to think about.
I know, he's going to be around, as I said in the first half, tormenting us for a few years here,
Yeah.
probably. As the ball, Carthage is able to clear out. In fact, there was an offside play there, so that'll be a Carthage free kick. Carthage has had the lion's share of possession here so far in the second half. They've had 4 corner kicks and a couple of other opportunities close to the net. And North Park really hasn't had much going forward here so far in this half. So I'd say the momentum right now is with Carthage, although North Park currently with the ball. Ball still in bounds. Carthage trying to get a run here. There's Dennis Valle. He'll catch up to that ball. He's in space. He cuts it back to Riley. Riley just couldn't sort it out, but he does end up with the ball. He's being closely watched there by a couple of North Park players. He comes back to Inestrosa, who finds Renfro, goes back to Riley. We'll try to find another way through. There he goes. Tried to cross it.
Still has it.
Yeah, he seems like a man on a mission tonight. He is really. Oh, there's a shot from distance. Looking for a handball, but none called. That would have been pretty harsh, I think.
Not much you can do there. That's just a missile coming right at you.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Yeah, Mickey seems like he's got a little extra juice tonight, I think. I guess
You might as well, right? It's your last college
final game. That's right. For a lot of these guys, this
yeah,
would be it for them.
it's big senior night too. So I mean, you got guys like Mark Solenberger out there rocking in that center defensive mid role.
Yeah.
He's been great, and now I think he's a center back now.
Yeah, he's been playing center back most of the night, actually.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that I got the chance to play with him last year when I was on the team, and he just works. He's one of those guys that just always showed up to practice, loving what he does, and he just works. And so for him to get this opportunity tonight, it's got to mean the world to him, and he's done well.
Absolutely, he has taken it and run with it. Nice to see him getting some playing time. Your roommate Betty Penman has also gotten some playing time here tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he was excited about that. I know talking to him before the game, he was really excited to get to play all the Swedes.
Yeah.
He's from Finland, so he loves that rivalry.
Little Scandinavian rivalry there. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of players from Norway, a lot of players from Sweden.
It's certainly a very diverse lineup in terms of where everybody's from.
Yeah, they've got more players, I think, from other countries than they do from the U.S.
Brings a very interesting sense of how to play the game.
Yeah. As I was saying before the game, too, their scoring is really spread out. I mean, there's not one player that's really. They don't have like a dominant player.
No, but there's 3 goals here, 3 goals there. It's like it's not just one goal sprinkled in. There's guys scoring.
Yeah. Lots of them. Ooh, there a little bit of a foul. Jet being aggressive. You got to give it to these Carthage seniors. They are playing a very aggressive game tonight, trying to get a win here and go out on a victory. They'd love to get one here if they can. But that'll be a North Park free kick. That's Teo Helm. A real solid defender at the back there. Teo is a junior from Sweden. Do you have any fun facts for North Park?
My fun fact for North Park was I think their composite score from playing Carthage in their last 2 JV games might be like 15-0.
Oh.
It's been really rough outing for the JV matchup for the Firebirds when playing the Vikings.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They're a tough matchup.
But on the first team level, that's where we put all of our eggs in that basket. So
Yes.
here
Right,
we
right.
hope to get a result because we can. Might as well for your last senior game for those guys who are out here playing their final college game.
Yeah, yeah. As I was saying in the first half, too, it is North Park could win the regular season championship if they win here tonight.
And even if they do that, too, they're ranked 9th in the nation right now. So, I mean, they're probably going to get a tournament bid regardless.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. It's quite a record they've got. 12, 1, and 4. It's really quite a season.
The scoreboard graphic shows 9, 4, and 4, but it should be 12, 1, and 4. So.
Yeah, that's right.
But the conference one is right, so that's the big one, especially right now with the CCW play.
Right, right, yep. But 12, 1, and 4 is correct, yeah, you're right. Here they come, but Gadolinsky with a nice defensive play there. Finds Riley, finds Renfro. Dennis Valle now on the far side. Shoots! Oh, and it's blocked out. Malizek was right there. Oh, there was an offside call there. Malizek must have been offside on the rebound, I guess.
Maybe it was Valle? I don't think Valle was offside.
I don't think so. No, the place he's showing that, it looked like it might have been Malizek, but
Would they say he influenced the play somehow?
yeah, I don't know what the call was there. Because it was parried by the keeper, right? Bit of a strange one.
Yeah, the referees have had a lot to do this game.
That's true. Yeah, it has
a little bit of a scuffle at the end of the first half there.
Yeah, there was some kind of a little scuffle there. I didn't see all the details of it, but the last minute or so of the game was kind of taken up with a little bit of a little melee there. I don't know what you'd want to call it. I mean, it wasn't a full fight, but I mean there was certainly some
pushing, a little bit of shoving.
Something going on there.
Foul there, yeah.
It happened behind the play, so I didn't really see exactly what happened, but I think this one it's been a very physical game throughout.
Yeah, definitely from what I've watched. I mean, there's guys, they're just battling, right?
Yeah.
Last regular season game, might as well leave it all out on the table.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's a level of frustration, too, for these Firebirds.
Yeah, and the seniors, right? You might as well. I mean, what do you have to lose?
That's true. Yeah. You want to leave it all out there. There's a ball that gets headed over the end line. That was Hugo Nieborg. And that'll be another corner for Carthage. Here's a little bit of a substitution. Aiden Crowder, the senior, comes back on now. Michael Malizek, one of the seniors, goes off. He had a nice night tonight. Not sure if we'll see him again, but if not, he's had a great career, and nice to see him on the pitch for most of the game here tonight. Jet Umanj now, though, with a corner kick. Nick Renfro backed up there, had an opportunity. It comes all the way back to Gadolinsky. He had a running shot at it, and they're going to call that a goal kick.
That's
an interesting call. Every single Carthage player is surrounding the referee right now.
I think everyone in the fans, too.
Yeah, it really seemed pretty obvious,
Yeah.
didn't it? But
maybe he saw something we didn't, but
I guess so. To take his word for it there. But not a popular call, let's just say that. The fans are not in a good mood over that one. Christian Inestrosa plays it back. Ball forward by Sullenberger. Aiden Crowder now coming on, hoping to have a positive impact here in his last game. In these last 23 minutes.
yes, just an unfortunate season for Crowder overall. I mean, he still scored 7 goals and had 4 assists. I mean, that's still a very great season, but for Crowder's standards, I mean, he had 18 last year.
Yeah.
And just to not get close to that mark is, I know he would have really liked to have either tried to encroach that mark or even pass it up in his final season.
I'm sure that was his plan, right? Try to at least equal it or surpass it, but it just hasn't really fallen to him as much much this year.
Yeah, it's just been a tougher. I think it's definitely a tougher schedule though this year too. That's for sure.
That's true.
I mean, that going out to Pennsylvania, playing teams like Messiah, and then they came here with Southwestern. I mean, those teams right there, and you with Chicago, all those
also.
quality opponents. It's a lot harder to score.
Yeah. Plus, I just think the CCIW is tougher
Yes,
this year. I mean, there's
yes.
teams that have surprised us, you know.
Carroll out of nowhere.
Carroll, Wheaton, I think, is much better than we would have expected them to be this year. You know, so there's quite a bit of. You figure this North Park team is not even currently on top of the conference, and they're ranked in the top 10 nationally. I mean, that's a tough conference, right? So I think it's just been a tough season. That ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick.
Throw in.
Oh, no, a throw in. Okay. The referee is not making any friends here, I would say tonight. A lot of the calls kind of going against Carthage here in the second half, but that's the way it breaks sometimes. You never know. Not to say they're wrong, but it just hasn't quite gone our way. Jordan Mock, though, will take a long throw here, so hopefully it has a similar kind of effect as a corner, getting the ball into the box. It does, but it ends up coming all the way out. And now here comes North Park. There's Cirillo through the middle of midfield. He goes out to that far side. That's Brandt. But it's blocked there effectively. Carthage with some nice defensive play, and now there'll be a substitution for the Vikings. With just about 20 minutes to play here. 20 minutes to go on senior night. Carthage looking for an opportunity, trying to find an equalizer, desperate to try to get a win here in their final home game, their final game of the season.
Quick little thank you to the production team for getting that graphic changed and updated. They work hard for us.
Hey, look at that.
It's the little things.
Nicely done, nicely done.
They do a great job keeping us in. I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this without them, so thank you to them.
Absolutely, good point. Yeah, all season long they've done a great job. So thank you to all the students. Ooh, and there's a shot. Nice save by Kowalski. He had to get down quickly on that one. That'll keep Carthage in the game. Aiden Crowder now. He's got fresh legs. Look out, because he has speed. If he can get an opportunity to use it. As we mentioned, he's been a little frustrated in front of goal this year, but he'd sure love to get one here. Christian Inestrosa coming infield. Now he goes out to Valle on that far side. Valle tries to go deep into the corner, and he does. That ball goes off the North Park player out of bounds, so that'll be a corner kick for Carthage. I think that's maybe 6 that they've had in this half. They had a lot of corners. This is their 9th corner overall. Umanj will take it. Nice ball in. Ooh, had a nice hook on it, didn't it?
It's nice to see how the corner kick has evolved for the Carthage team throughout the year. They tried something fancy in the beginning of the year with those little tiny short passes, and it never really generated anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going back to just the original whip it in and hope, as much as I say it sounds stupid, it works.
Yeah, it's the short corners were not working. I agree with you there. So good for them to try something different. They do have a couple of players that can really whip in good corners. Nice ball in by Jordan Mock. Oh, Aiden Crowder got a shot out there, but
yeah, the pass or the shot blocking from North Park today too is definitely one of those things that we could bring up. Is I've seen several, 6, 7 shots where there's missiles that are on target that have just been blocked through several defenders just throwing their bodies in the way.
Yeah, they have been in good defensive positions and hard to get the ball past them to even get shots on that. Carthage with 14 shots, but only 4 on goal. Into the corner to Umanj. Out of bounds. That'll be a Carthage throw, though. looking for a teammate over there. He decides to try the long throw. So Carthage will give that one another chance. Jordan Mock has had a few of those. He scored one real early on in the season. They scored one on a long throw, and they've kept trying it all year long. They haven't gotten the payoff on that yet, but maybe tonight's the night. Long throw. Headed out by Helm. Now Riley has it. He tries to cross it. Out of bounds. Another block, as you mentioned. They have really been tough to get past. Looks like they'll try the long throw one more time here.
Yeah, the wind is really going now.
It is really whipping, isn't it? Yeah. They take it back this time to Gadolinsky. There's a handball. A nice block, actually, by Nieborg, but apparently blocked it with his arm. So Carthage will have a free kick here on the 20-yard line of the football field. That's about 27, 28 yards away. See what they decide to do with this one. Riley, Umanch, and Hinestrosa all over it. Hinestrosa plays it to Riley, a little three-man game here. Blocked. This time they go all the way across to Valle, who heads it centrally. Aiden Crowder tried to turn it, but couldn't quite get a swing at it before it was knocked out. And it comes all the way back where the Carthage center backs will play it back and forth. Christian Vivar has it now. Nice ball in and out. Referee walking over to the place where that play happened. I'm not sure.
A late tackle, I think, after the...
Was there a late tackle? Okay. The referee stopped the clock here. But he did not give a caution, I don't think, there. Looked like he was going to give one to Nick Renfro.
He got one last game, didn't he? Maybe it was a couple games ago, where he was just having a discussion with the referee, and the referee didn't like what he was saying.
Yeah, I think that did happen. I can't remember which game, but I know it was relatively recently, one of these last few home games. You know, Almborg will take this into the wind, so it doesn't get much distance on it. Carthage boots it back. Carthage going with the wind this half, so that is some assistance. Make it a little tougher. That ball goes up the center. There's a race for it. But winning that race was Mark Sullenberger, I think, on that one. Or no, maybe that was Vivar. I think it was Vivar, wasn't it? Carthage defense has really been solid tonight. They've not given up that many shots, only 7 total shots that they've given up this game. 5 of those have been on goal. But for the most part, they've kept North Park relatively quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the two records, it'd be a surprising scoreline this late into a game.
Yeah. That's true.
That's been kind of the story of the Carthage team all year.
Mm-hmm.
They've been in it several games. I mean, most of the games they've lost have been late 1-minute or 1-goal score lines.
Yeah.
where it could have gone either way, and I think this year was just one of those seasons where it just kind of snowballed all the way down, and they couldn't really do much after it because it's tough really mentally to come back after that.
It really
After
is.
having a stretch of games, I think it was in a 4-game losing streak that they had, and that's just really tough to come
Yeah,
out of.
5 games actually. That was
Five.
five in a row, yeah. Including some real tough ones, as you mentioned. The Augustana one that was 2-1, the Wesleyan one that was 5-4, the Carroll one that was 2-1. So really, they've been right in these games, as you mentioned. It's not like they've had a terrible season or something at all.
It's just being able to close out games, I think, is the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They usually go up. They usually go up and have the lead.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the story of last season's team too. Was really how many goals could they score to their opponent's goals, and there wasn't really much defending at all.
Yeah.
And I think the defending too was due to just the tactic overall. It's hard to do because they run that 4-2-2-2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it allows for a counterattack, and sometimes they get caught off.
That's
they're
true.
pressed.
Yeah, right. Based on the formation. Mm-hmm. Inostrosa goes all the way back. Sullenberger plays it out to Vivar. Across to Gadolinsky to the other. They're playing 3 at the back right now. Or I don't know, maybe Gadolinsky's the right back. Is that what's happening? I don't know. It seems like out of possession they've got 3 at the back.
I think Inostrosa might be a left back there.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
And Gadolinsky's at the right back, I guess. Ostensibly. Now Inostrosa with the ball in. Oh, Aiden Crowder almost got across his defender there. It was a good effort. And now it'll be another corner for Carthage. Mickey Riley faked like he was going to go over there to try to take something quickly, but he ends up coming back into the box, and Jet Umanj with yet another corner. As we mentioned, they've had a lot of them. This is number 10 for Carthage on the game. 10 corners. But have not yet been able to break the seal. Almborg with a play to clear that ball out. He got an arm on it, and that was just enough. And now there's a foul in the box. The crowd's getting a little bit restless here. And they'll stop the clock for the injury. Looks like the player is up. But he's moving very gingerly. So again, all of those seniors, 9 of them, playing their last game here tonight. Dearborn, Umanj, Penton, Inostrosa, Riley, Malasek, Crowder, Sullenberger, and Renfro. Quite a few of those players on the pitch as we speak. All of them have been on the pitch tonight. All of them made important contributions to this Carthage program, and for that, we're certainly thankful. So we have a little under 11 minutes to play here as we get back underway. Almborg takes it short to Helm. Helm decides to go long with it. Jordan Mock has it now, and he'll try to bring it back the other way, but nobody's there on the end of that one. Almborg just taking his time there. Waiting for his Carthage player to get to him. Nice play there by Vivar. He's been good in these last couple of games, I think. He came in and didn't play much early in the season, but has come on late here. Giving him some good minutes in defense.
Oh yeah, certainly promising for next year, especially wondering what they're going to do.
Right.
Losing that core three of Crowder, Riley, and Renfro.
Vivar is a sophomore, so he'll be back. Along with Dominic Gadolinsky, who's a sophomore also. So those two players, you can imagine, might be anchoring the defense next year.
Yeah. And I think in Gadolinsky, too, he's been playing a lot as a freshman as well. towards the end of the year, and so him just getting that experience and that composure in the game itself with the speed of play is huge, and so him adjusting to that is a great role, especially for him being a center back now.
Right. Nice play by Kowalski to pick that up, and a nice feed up here to Aiden Crowder, who has a little run. He gets past the defender, cutting it in. Nice cross, but couldn't quite find Riley, who was lurking there. And we're under 10 minutes, 9 to play. Minestrosa. Nice move. Shot. It stopped. Riley. Oh, just wide. Mickey Riley had an opportunity there. There was a shot that was parried away by Almborg. It came right to the feet of Mickey Riley, and he just couldn't quite steer it on goal. So close.
Yeah, that's tough.
That would have been a nice one for our all-time leading scorer in the program. Just could not.
Yeah, leading scorer and points record.
That's right. Yeah. The fans really trying to urge the Firebirds on here.
Yeah, that should be a card.
Yeah, there's a foul there, and that will be a card, it looks like. I wasn't sure that was intentional, I guess, but
I mean, even if it wasn't.
even if it wasn't, it was maybe an opportunity.
Still slowed down.
Yeah, right. Carthage was on the move there. So situationally, at least, it was an important play. So Carthage now with a free kick in a good position. Just about 25 yards out. They got a number of players on the far edge of the 18-yard box. Umanj goes in. Riley. Ooh, he got a foot on it. He got his left foot on it. Tried to get it into the center and did, but it was blocked there at the near post, or the far post, sorry. Umanj with, I think, the 11th corner now of the game for Carthage. Comes all the way across by I think kind of surprised him a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
I don't think he saw it coming through completely because I think there was Crowder and that other defender in front of him.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good look at it on the way through, so it's pretty hard to connect with it in an effective way if you don't really see it. Carthage looking for that one more opportunity, trying to find some way through here, through this North Park squad. Trying to hand them their second loss of the season. Sure be a nice way to go out.
I'd take a tie too, you know what?
Hey.
Just to be that we can hang with everyone still, even though it doesn't look like it.
This ball takes a weird bounce based in the, kind of held up in the wind there. It looked like it was going to make it even bounce over the net, but it ended up dropping. They're not able to do anything with it. This ball comes out to the near side. That's Kadani. Eikeland. And Kowalski makes the catch. So nicely done there by Evan Kowalski. Just that one strange play is all that really...
Yeah, no, and it wasn't really a great play. I mean, it was just kind of an off the post and misdirection, and wasn't really much. But I mean, it kind of sums up the Carthage season of just that really awkward, not sure how it went in kind of.
Kadani with a shot. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was not a great play by any means. It was just kind of a looping header. Came off the post and off the Carthage defender and in. That ball goes out of bounds. No signal yet. And that'll be a North Park throw. So the only goal of the game so far, very early on at the 9:18 mark. Dennis Rinney off a corner, a looping header. Nicky Riley comes steaming in, but isn't able to bring the ball with him. Jet Umanj picks it up, though, trying to fashion one more opportunity. Nick Renfro finds Gadolinsky, who finds Umanj. Umanj maybe has a bit of cramp. He's along the sideline here. He's kind of limping back into action. Jordan Mock comes into the box now and crosses it. And a shot at the goal!
Here we go.
Aiden Crowder!
What a finish. That was a missile into as far of a corner as it could have been.
Beautiful shot there. Nicely done.
Wow, that was a missile.
That's a good way to describe that one. Aiden Crowder came in there and left no doubt about it.
That's the Crowder we were used to seeing.
That's right. That's right. That's much more the Aiden Crowder from last season, the Offensive Player of the Year last year in the conference. There he is, number 21, Aiden Crowder. He's a graduate student now.
I don't think I've seen him hit a ball as hard as that.
That was
ever.
a blast.
That thing was an absolute missile.
He hit it with authority. So 5 minutes now for Carthage to hopefully maybe even get the winner.
Why not, right?
Why not?
Let's rally.
Let's try to write this script and let these seniors go out on a real high note. That's certainly a big one. It's great for them to at least get that goal. Hopefully they can hold on or maybe even put another one past Almborg.
Yeah, here we'll get that replay.
The ball just bounced off, but Crowder was right there. Boom. It was past the keeper before he even knew what hit him. It was kind of a fortunate bounce that it kind of bounced right into his path there. Not a great pass or anything, but it just kind of ended
Certainly
that.
not an easy shot, though, taking a volley touch like that.
Yeah.
Just being able to place it right into the corner.
On the fly. So desperation time here now for Carthage. 4 minutes to play. North Central is still up in that other game in the conference against Wheaton.
That's a big scoreline, too.
Absolutely. If Wheaton loses, they'd be 6-2. If North Park, if results hold here, North Park would be 6-1-1.
5-1-2, right?
Or I'm sorry, yep, 5-1-2. You're right. Yeah, 5-1-2. Was that 17 points? I guess they would stay in second place. Then, wouldn't they? 6-2 would be 18 points, and 5-1-2 would be 17. So that would be, if results hold, Wheaton will be the regular season champs. But of course, it's quite a little bit of soccer to play yet here, as well as in the Wheaton North Central game. That one still has about 30 minutes to play, so quite a bit of time left. That one must have got a late start. So 3 minutes to play here. Can Carthage get a goal and go out on a win on senior night? It sure would be a nice story. Although even just to get back in this one and get a draw would be a pretty solid result, I think. It's got to feel good for these seniors. Not to get shut out. That would have been unfortunate to have a 1-0 loss on senior night. Hopefully they can at least maintain this. And there's a foul there. Not a popular one with the fans.
Looked a little soft here.
It did look, I have to say. I mean, I usually try to not criticize the refs, but that one did seem like it wasn't really much of a foul.
From what he's called earlier, too, I mean, comparing it to the rest of them.
He's let it play quite a bit. There's a
just
ball up.
Ooh, that was close. That would have been.
That would have been a killer.
That would have been really bad if that went in.
Thank goodness that one didn't go in. And it was close. It was real close.
All right, 2-minute drill. Here we go.
2 minutes. Ball's upfield. Aiden Crowder gets a head on it. Finds Riley. Riley, Umanj, Renfro, Crowder. This is the real heart of this team. Aiden Crowder goes around the corner, gets down to the corner, Stops it there. Fights his way through. Comes back. Jet Umanj has it now. He's able to keep it in bounds. It goes out of bounds off of North Park, and that'll be a Carthage throw. So we're getting right down to it here. Just a minute 10 to go. Gotta hurry here.
I think they'll take their time. I don't think they want to rush it because they learned in the Augustana game what happens when you rush a long throw.
Maybe so, yeah.
That unfortunate counter in the last 20 seconds that sealed their fate.
1 minute to go. Jordan Mock with the long throw. Almborg gets an arm to it. Ooh, it's bouncing around there. Comes all the way back out. Riley has it now. He finds Malasek. There's a cross. It comes back into the center. Bounces around there.
A goal line save.
So close. Oh, man, that was just as close as you can possibly be without getting a goal.
Goal line save? Oh, I guess it was a goal kick. Wow.
Okay, I guess it went out of bounds, so maybe it wouldn't have been a goal anyway. Carthage with just 15 seconds left to play. Umanj trying to cross it, won't be able to do it. Try to go quickly here. Oh, the referee making a move to throw back, and the clock's going to expire on that note. Ooh. That's unfortunate. But that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score here at Art Keller Field is a draw. 1-1. So Carthage will finish up the season at 6-8-2 overall and 2-5-1 in conference. And North Park will end the season 12-1-5 overall and 5-1-2 in conference. Yet to be determined if they're going to be the regular season conference champions or not. But Carthage, as you can see, the seniors on the field there having a little moment. And we're certainly proud of all the good work that those seniors have done here on senior night.
Oh, uh-oh. A little extracurricular going on after the game.
I'm not sure what's going on here. The two teams have come together there. I'm not sure if it's, looks like a little bit of a scrap. But both players kind of, both teams getting pushed away now. And the referee trying to restore a little bit of order here at the end of the game. So a tough one here for Carthage, although they showed some real heart coming back from that 1-0 in the last few minutes. Aiden Crowder getting a goal, his 8th of the season, which will tie him now for Mickey Riley for the season lead in goals with 8.
There's Penton. You can see him rocking his Finland flag there, letting them know.
He's got the Finland flag on. Yeah, he wore that out for the senior
That's awesome.
ceremony. So thanks to our producers here, John Vojinovic, our regular producer, as well as Mike Love, our executive producer, Ty, the director, Matt, in graphics and replay, Daniel and Addison on camera. They did a great job all season long, so thank you to them. And thank you again to our seniors and to you, Jonah.
Oh,
Great
thank
season.
you.
Really
Thank you for
appreciate
giving me this opportunity.
joining me up here in the booth. You did an excellent job this season, so we'll hope you'll come back next
Oh,
season.
yeah, I'll certainly be back if
And
you,
we'll
if
be
you
back.
let me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love to have you. So nice job to you. So for Jonah Wallgren, I'm John Bruning. This has been a great season. We're happy to have you here for Carthage Firebird Soccer. And this has been Carthage Firebirds Men's Soccer from Art Keller Field in Kenosha. And we'll see you back here next season.